After World War II, consumers began to associate natural flaws in film grain or static on a record with authenticity itself, not as errors, but as evidence of life and human touch. This cultural shift positioned imperfection as the soul's fingerprint, something digital tools now replicate with eerie precision. AI doesn't learn from actual humans making mistakes. It learns through mathematical models trained to simulate human error. It's not about capturing reality anymore. It's about manufacturing a convincing lie that we call natural. The problem isn't just in filters or effects. The myth of spontaneity is being sold as an aesthetic, not a method. We like to think of the past as something we discover, but more often than not, it's something we assemble. Take VHS static, once an annoyance in analog recordings. Now a luxury filter for Instagram and YouTube creators who never watched a tape degrade into nothing. It's not nostalgia, it's branding. The aesthetic is repurposed to make the future feel like home, or at least familiar enough that people are willing to hand over their credit card numbers. The past isn't remembered, it's reassembled. We don't inherit history. We design it to suit the tools we have and the stories we're selling. A medieval scribe would never have imagined his work being turned into a branding asset for AI. Startups. But here we are, every new technology needs an origin story. A costume change into yesterday's clothes, just so today can be believed.
Allowed to legally block or halt dangerous AI models if they pose a threat to public safety.
The earliest computers were unreliable. Their operators had to accept errors in code as part of the system's identity. What began as a flaw evolved into an aesthetic, a kind of rawness that made these machines feel more human. We romanticize the static on old TV screens and the flicker of analog film, not because they're perfect, but because they remind us that something real was once there. Today, AI imitates this same illusion of imperfection, distorted images, repeated phrases, unnatural pauses in speech. These are the modern glitches, artifacts we've been trained to interpret as authenticity. Just this week, Intuition AI announced a new feature called Iris Listen, an always-on intelligence layer for video meetings. The pitch is seamless, adaptive AI that learns from every call and improves over time. But how does it sell itself? By mimicking human inconsistencies, slight pauses before responses, subtle shifts in tone, even the occasional repetition of phrases. These are not bugs. They're branding. We don't trust a machine unless we think it could make a mistake. The illusion of fallibility has become its own commodity. This is how we monetize inconsistencies, by framing it as a feature. Bruce from Sherry, Turkle's studies couldn't accept unpredictability in the computer, seeing it as a threat to human autonomy. But today we reverse the equation. Machines must appear fallible because that makes them believable as partners or assistants. What started as noise becomes meaning. What once was error is now expression.
Cinema history is real only when it reflects the truth of its time, not just what studios want us to remember. Authenticity lies in the shadows, not the spotlight.
We've always borrowed from the past to build our futures, but now we're borrowing what never existed at all. AI doesn't just simulate old media. It invents new historical footage that feels real enough for us to treat as memory. A grainy clip of a protest that never happened can influence how people think about history. When you no longer know if something is authentic or fabricated, the line between truth and illusion begins to blur. What we're seeing isn't nostalgia. It's a manufactured past designed not just to comfort, but to control.